I'll tell you what's good. This year's Royal Rumble match. Man, on Raw, when Vince McMahon announced that the Royal Rumble match would be for the WWE title, I immediately thought 1992 Royal Rumble. The WWF title had been vacant since late 1991. So there was no champion. And the title was defended on the Royal Rumble, and there was no champion. So many consider this the greatest Royal Rumble ever. And when you look at the names, look at this picture. Jake the Snake Roberts, Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Big Boss Man. What's his name? I forgot his name, but John something? Whatever. But that was one of the greatest Royal Rumble match, and part of the thing that made it special was the stipulation. It was for the title. And how do you get people interested in a match that really nobody knew who was gonna win, and it seemed kind of predictable for the last few years. The Royal Rumble has been very, very predictable. And how do you get people excited for a pay-per-view that they really haven't got excited for in the last few years, because they know they know who's gonna win practically. You bring back this stipulation from the greatest Royal Rumble match of all time, man. Ric Flair was number 3. He went from number 3 and he outlasted everybody. He outlasted Hulk Hogan, Psycho Sid, Macho Man, Undertaker, Big Boss Man, Sergeant Slaughter. He outlasted them all. He went over an hour, and at that time he was the first man that had pulled out, because you pull out numbers randomly, supposedly. You pull out numbers. He was the first man to win the Royal Rumble, pulling out a single digit number. And he went over an hour. The record before that was like 45 minutes. So he broke it by a large portion. And great match, and I expect the Royal Rumble at least to be a portion as good as 1992 was, because of the unpredictability. And we got stars too. Not as big as these guys, but we got Roman Reigns, we got Dean Ambrose, we got Kevin Owens. I know they don't even compare to these guys, but you can't blame me for being excited for this match. Now it's unpredictable. Now it's a hard time picking who's gonna win. We don't know. Nobody knows really now. And the winner becomes champion. So crazy events in the last week. Also, John Cena got injured. I just want to brush off on that. He's gonna be out for 6 to 9 months. Wow. And basically the consensus is like, WWE, that's why you create new stars. That's why. And yeah, instead of having John Cena bury Rusev last year and Kevin Owens, you could have created new stars instead, and those guys could have been the top. Instead of giving the New Day that gimmick, which they were so good that they made it their own, but it was never supposed to be anything. Instead of giving them that, push them to the main event. Honestly, I would like someone from the New Day to win. I know it's very unlikely, but I would love it. I would love not Xavier Woods. I would love Biggie Langston or Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston deserves to win a freaking Royal Rumble, man, to be a WWF champion. But I would love it for one of those guys. Give it to Biggie. If you want to argue that, Kofi Kingston's not believable anymore, give it to Biggie. Imagine that. Imagine the surprise, man. That guy's a main eventer, man. That guy's a star. Give him the ball and he'll run with it, man. Come on. Just give it to Biggie. But yeah, I just want to talk about the 1992 Royal Rumble and how it connects to this Royal Rumble. If it's even a portion as good as 1992, we're in for a fun ride. Thanks everybody for watching. You guys have a great day.